Operation Weetabix. Yeah, I actually kind of like that because... No, we're going with Operation Weetabix because they better have their Weetabix to have dealt with this mission, you see, because it's going to be quite heavily armoured, so Operation Weetabix. It's kind of nonsense. Also, it's a good kind of, like, nobody's going to know what that is. It's a good code name, you know? Good code name. Operation Slamma Jamma. That's also very good, but we've already got Weetabix, and I am a big fan of the word Weetabix, so... Isn't Weetabix a good word? Does anybody who's not British know what Weetabix are? Or, yeah, exactly. Weetabix are a cereal, but it's like I don't even know to describe a Weetabix because it's not really a cereal, is it? I'm not quite sure what you would describe a Weetabix as. See if you can describe a Weetabix in a sentence without copying it off of their actual brand website. Right, okay. Operation Weetabix. Following on from our last operation, we cleared out the enemy propaganda centers. However, we have located a main communication hub they are using to control other let's say forces, other force elements in the region. Your objective is to cripple their power supply, and then also steal intel while simultaneously, no, not simultaneously, that's not the right word, because you wouldn't get intel and simultaneously destroy it. Steal intel as well as, let's say, as well as destroying the data centers on site. Put a break in here. We believe this position is heavily fortified, so be prepared for a challenging assault on the town. Let's see how that plays out. Oh, yeah, so let's just put at the end here. You better have had your Weetabix. I can't even spell Weetabix today. I still spelt it wrong. Help me. What's happening to me? There we go. Operation Weetabix. Right. Add in the brief to also eat your Weetabix before getting into combat. See, I already knew that was going to be a thing, and that's why I put it in there. This better be a non-surrendering operation for bridge men. Yeah, well, I know that was very disconcerted. What's with the coloured dots? Somebody just pissing about him. Right. Weetabix breakfast of champions. Right, I need to insert some intel here. Right in here. Hey, I didn't make all the objects spaz out. That's always a positive. Right, let's get some intel in here. Again, it won't be relevant. I'll encrypt it. Inverted commas, encrypt it. Scenario flow, create intel. And we want laptop open. Action duration 30 seconds. Delete object, no. Pick up intel, or let's just say download. Let's say I'll just put encrypted files. Let's get a bit of Zeus cam on, look. Zeus cam. So this is why it's going to be a challenge for the guys. You remember how last time things were a little bit rough here and there through the street fighting? You remember that? Well, look at this. This is where the data center is right here. It's all looking good. And these are where the bunkers are. There's also a communication tower in the mix. There are many bunker positions around the site here which are not easily accessible. You can see here we've got some routes in. There's also some of... wait, hold on, let me find... Yep, here we go. There's also your friend and mine. Mr. Jump in the Air. We've got those, literally a spattering of hostile explosives all over the place. Yeah, there's various other bits and pieces. There's some snipers. There's also my good friend Mr. Mortar right here. That'll be some fun to be had. And I probably will utilise that today. Didn't end up using it last time around. Plus we also have the PvP element in the mix with the 2 human players, so that's going to make things interesting as well. Up here is the power station element, so this is where the guys have got to get to, and they need to do... By the way, I don't even know whether these 2 objects actually, because you know how some objects don't have destruction states, like some of them just don't have destroy states where they get ruined, so I actually don't know, but as long as they put some charges on this and just blow it, then I'm kind of like, you know, suspend your disbelief, it got destroyed, right? I just put this in here as well for like a little bit of... These molten domes, by the way, are epic. Like, honestly, they are one of the best things. They need to do, okay, what BI need to... Oh, do you know what? I need to write this down. Okay, anyway, this is where... Yeah, so this is the other site here. Again, same, they got to try and sort of just do damage and destroy that a little bit, what have you. It's a dome within a dome. I've got currently how many BTRs? I think like 1, 2, 3... Got 3 BTRs, which seems about right, but I might just get myself another one down here on the off chance that I need that as well. So put that right there. Okay, so that's basically it. I think we can just check in with the guys now and we can roll things out, really. I think we can just kind of get cracking. Are you still D20ing for interventions on one side or the other, or making decisions to preserve more balance? Yeah, we still use the D20, use the D20 all the time. If there's something we need to determine, then, you know, that's all we do. By the way, in terms of respawning for the guys, I already briefed the guys here that, like, Jimbo, this is Jimbo, it's Jimbo and Post, so with some entertaining deaths from Post. Let's actually see how they're doing with their gear. Yeah, well, it's a little bit more MTP, but, like, it's... Post's camo is, like, looking a little better. Anyway, I've told them that they can respawn here until I position a respawn over on the other side of there. I've told them to kind of check it. They'll know when is the right time to get on that. Okay, that's good. They're slowing down over those hills because they're never sure what's going to come in on that. Guys, Dragon Troller, by the way, as well. Row. Fight the power. For 21 months in a row, Dragon Troller. Sorry I missed that, by the way, guys. But I was right in the middle of sorting all that stuff out.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Subs, let me down. Yep. Come on. Where's the love for Dragon Troller in the chat, guys?
Contact front, we're going to pull off to the right-hand side of the road slightly. If you come up from a baseline on the left of us. Copy that.
So, the guys need to be especially careful when they're coming up to fords or other stuff. Let's listen in local here as well.
Right, we've got, looks like a roadblock up ahead. I suggest we either skirt round or, well, we're going to have to skirt round, I reckon, to the east or west.
I actually went to the trouble, guys, of actually using some cup environmental stuff like these reeds.
That's Bravo, we're going to move round to the east.
To disguise, right, they need to be, see, like...
Stop.
ID front.
Oh, that was very good.
Right, pull back, pull us way back. Pull us back.
That was very good. That was a good spot. That was a good spot.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Okay, I want everyone to dismount, please, apart from the gunner.
And drive.
A good spot.
Right, that's Bravo, we're going to dismount, we're going to sort out this IED.
So that Alpha's going to stay mounted until further notice.
Right,
Roger, if you push to the east or west, give us a bit of fire support from over the, just in case anything comes at us.
This recon, we're back about 300 meters with about overwatch.
I feel like my He's not hearing anything on radios? Who's not hearing anything on radios? Was that Garfield said that?
I did not hear Garfield say anything, no.
Wildcat, come in.
I've been here.
No, we cannot confirm. Wildcat?
We
I don't know.
didn't use radio.
I might have
Wildcat?
had someone locally.
Alpha Bravo, I've got a bunker on the hill, 172.
Yep, my guys are saying possible contacts there.
Yeah, I got
There's
a
a contact
flight
up
truck
on that
behind
tower.
the bunker, but no activity at the moment.
ID's confirmed on the road. Are we going to move from this location to take... There's another bridge to the west. We're going to take...
Chicken check, channel 1. Can you hear me? Wildcat, can you hear me?
A minute. I'm just checking my radios, guys, because it suddenly felt like I had more radios. That's weird. Oh my god! God's sake. Jocko! And go. Every bloody time. Jocko, thank you very much. I burned my lower arm by teaching one of the rookies how to clean frying pans. Let's keep at it. He's never cleaning them again. Jocko, thank you very much. Good to see you, Jocko. I haven't seen you for a little bit. Very, very good to see you back, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, a wild banjo has appeared. That's literally how he is. He has a habit of jumping at me at the moment as well. Right, let's get back into, I think, what we were hearing most of the comms on Channel 5 here. Yeah, here we go.
Mount up, going west.
Right, the guys are going to go west. Not sure why, though. There are some shallow areas. Oh, there is like there. There's a small shallow area right here. I think their plan is to basically bypass the entire area. A good call, but as you can see, guys, I've given the teams on the ground a slightly different option for some of their gear, because most of the guys were just using the M4s previously, but now they can use stuff like the MK18, and you can see they've got slightly different optics available as well, because the guys previously only had access to stuff like the CCOs or the hollows or stuff like this, but now we've got like a few changes in terms of what the guys can actually take. Interestingly, the guys have decided to avoid this. Now that's fine. What will happen is I'm going to leave that. It's actually a good thing that they've spotted it. This isn't their primary objective. So again, I will happily put this stuff in there for the guys, but it doesn't mean that they have to deal with it. Now, had they hit a mine and stirred up the hornet's nest, then fair enough.
As I said, we're going to push west and cross at the other bridge.
Right, good call.
As we start messing with that idea, we're going to get ambushed.
Good call, good call. So basically what I'll do is I'll put a pin in this, I'll leave this here, and then once they complete that main operation, they can come back to this later on. So, it's a good call. But a good call in terms of avoiding that situation and not, like, stirring things up.
West as well.
And, you know, again, I'm pleased to see the guys kind of interpreting things in this way, because often when we do the operations, it's just like, everything is some of our ops have been in the past a bit like a bull in a china shop. You know, it's just like bang, hit that thing, then this, you know, hit the first thing, then the second thing. You know, it's good to see them kind of. Well, for one, they spotted those IDs, and let's be real. I know that the guys look out for it because I put them down for them sometimes. But you know, those IDs right here, I hit them pretty good. You know, like if you weren't really looking for it, you know, if you come way back up here, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can see them, but only if you're real looking for it. So I think that was like a good call. Where are the guys gotten to? Oh, they've said that they're going to cross at the other bridge. They could actually cross right here. There's a little land mass right here.
We're going to cross at this low bit of water here.
Perfect. Perfect.
Sounds like a good plan.
Let them go first, make sure they're fully across before we go.
Right, that's my call sign across.
Right, excellent work. Excellent work. Yeah, somebody else earlier on was saying that I sound a little bit different. That's because I've got a new microphone. I had a new microphone a little while back.
Roger,
And
push onto the road.
Yeah, this microphone is much, much better. But yeah, all microphones when you get a new one, whoa, that desync, are going to make you sound a little bit different. But previously I was using a Roland R26 microphone for streaming, and now I'm using a Rode Procaster is what I've got on right now. Alright, everybody's through. And we'll head off in this district. A little bit of a bumpy road here. Bumpy road.
Okay. Figured we just did the same.
Yeah, my dangerous Russian roulette of listening to the guys in local chat. Literally never know what you're going to do. From where do you get your mission ideas, LT? Well, I mean, most missions are pretty... You know, there's usually a pretty core focus around most missions. It's usually capture thing, blow up thing, you know, clear area, you know, secure XYZ, free hostages. You know, there's a pretty core focus around most of the stuff. Sometimes you can combine it into, and then really you can kind of do like one major operation, or you can kind of split it down into smaller ones, but what? I hear the sound of you drinking, somehow I find myself thirsting for a cold beer. It's thirsty work. Thirsty work. And also my room, this room, which is the office, is very well insulated, and my cooler, my Cooler Master 240 is a very good cooler, so it kicks out a ton of heat out of the PC, and so I don't need a heating. For a while at wintertime I thought I was going to need to turn the heater on. I don't think I need to. I think I can just use the PC as the heater for this room, quite honestly. What is Bridgeman that everybody's talking about? Okay, so Bridgeman is this guy who on the last operation was like the only survivor of an assault on a bridge, which they were supposed to be like there were some independent guys, they were bandits on a bridge, and basically everybody got killed but this one guy, and he got downed, but then he basically managed to survive that and got downed again, or he tried to medic up and then he got downed for yeah, that's right, he got himself up from being down, medicked, then he got shot and was down again, and then Theron was like, capture that guy, we might need him for intel and stuff, and then the person who heard that command went over and shot him in the head, and so everyone is like, they need justice, because and I was like, that's a war crime right there, because he was basically incapacitated, and the order had been to capture him, and someone strapped him and shot him in the head. So now everybody wants justice.
Bravo send.
Can the two of you space out a bit? You seem to be getting quite close. Perhaps let off the throttle a bit as well.
Bravo, roger that.
Keep space now.
Good command from Garfield.
Recon team breaking on
Guys keeping themselves nice and clear.
Roger that, Recon.
Roger.
That's the Recon breaking away. That you guys see that Land Rover just pushing off toward the west over there. Again, do you know what? Even now, right, when I build missions on Duala, when I'm in the editor and I'm building the mission, nice. Oh my god. Huzzah for 25. Thank you very much indeed. Let the J-Dams roll. Let the J-Dams roll. Thank you very much. Get some blowing the shit up in the chat. Thank you very much indeed. Subs. Spam the emote subs. Come on. You lazy bastards. Blow things up for me. Anyway, yeah, whenever I do Duala missions, every time, even when I'm in the editor, I'm like looking around the map and I think to myself like, this map looks kind of boring and dull. But then look, when you have the lighting and you're full cinema mode and you're zooming around, it's really a nice map. I don't know why, even when I've played it several times and I kind of, like I say, I'm in the editor and I'm trying to find a place. It's because when you're in the editor, right, when you're in the editor, this is what you see. You're looking around at this level. Dope subbed, thank you very much indeed, Dope, with a full sub, Dope. Welcome on board, my friend. Guys, give him some love in the chat, thank you very much indeed, Dope. When you're zooming around in the map, you see like this. So it doesn't look, you know, do you know what I mean? Like it looks kind of not that cinematic and not that great. But when you get down on the level like this, look, and you get in cinema, do you see what I mean? Like there's a big difference in how it looks. And it really is quite nice when you get down on the level.
Let's go then.
Right, the guy's setting up here. Right, let's just check where my flashes are. Yep. Callum all alone. Right, so I need to get myself over here as well. I'm going to get a flash point around about here. Looks like recon team are going way out over there, you can see.
Alpha's going to get moving to RP2.
I am going to teleport myself over here so I can hear the guys a little bit. Somewhere, like here maybe. Let's have a look at their marks on the map right now. And I don't see very much. That's something which we need to change so it doesn't pop up for me. Right, recon are moving in over there. Not sure what Callum's up to. If he needs a TP, I can sort that out. Let's get on this one. Flugal subbed. Thank you much for a massive 20 months in a row. Nearly 2 years, Flug. Thank you very much indeed, buddy. Thanks for sticking around and glad you're loving this. Nice mission, LT. Loving it. Thank you very much, buddy. Very, very. It's always a big deal when you have people sub up after so long.
Alpha copies.
Before you engage the power station, can you hold for Bravo to move into position?
That's the plan, yeah.
Roger that.
That's Bravo. We're going to move on foot just in case, because there's a high risk of us being seen in the vehicle where we're going.
Right, the other guys are pushing out here now. I'll tell you what I'm going to do though is because the guys here are trying to spot them basically. I'm going to get a. I'm going to change my third flashpoint. Let's have a look at what the recon team are up to. Oh, nice. Good call. Good call. Ark and Kiwi here. Look, Kiwi, you know, Kiwi and Ark are usually the CAS and heli pilots right now. I do have my... There we go.
HQ, this is Recon, we're in position.
Roger that. Can you give me a report in about 10 minutes as to what's there?
Copy that.
Whenever I see this rangefinder, I don't know why, but I always think of... whenever I see this rangefinder, I always think of Archer's night vision goggles for some reason. I always think of that.
Go prone. Seriously.
He's alright, he's fine. He doesn't need to go prone, look, because he's got the... you see what I mean? Like, that's not an issue for skylining there.
We're going to continue pushing on foot, followed by our vehicle.
Roger that, Alpha.
Some guys still back here at base. I'm not quite sure what the plan is with them.
Oh, really? Did you see if you put a rally point down? I mean,
Imagine if they trigger those IDs and stuff. I'll have to keep half an eye on what's going on with those guys. Right, let's have a look here. Oh, there's some nice destroyed tanks here. Look, see what I mean about this map, guys? There's a lot of... This map is cool. There's a lot of very small but cool bits and pieces on this map. You know, it's like I say, from the air, when you're just zooming around trying to build a mission, because everything is quite a similar color, it looks kind of boring. And it's not very, you know, there's not a lot of mountains or super interesting features from the air. So when you zoom around, it doesn't look that cool. But when you get down on the ground, that's why this map really comes together. When you're down on the ground, there's like a lot of small little, you know, there's like a lot of differentiation just between like little point to point. And that's what makes this look really, really nice. Fred, Eve Online, runs for credit card, Virgin sub. First, any reason using Twitch is your streamers have been using it. Do you know what? I find that for a lot of people. You'd be surprised. I think a lot of people actually don't sub or watch a lot of different producers on Twitch. Some people will, for sure, of course. But I think you'd be surprised at how many people only watch like one or two. I myself, I watch about 4 or 5 different streams, and
Alpha
that's about
has
it.
Eyes on
Shit.
possible RPG squad at the hill.
There's chaos, is it, Alpha?
Hill 43.
Oh, they've spotted them. They've spotted the guys up there.
Bravo, roger that.
They've spotted post. Oh yeah, look.
How do you want us to proceed? Do you want us to engage or just try and push past?
You can take him down quickly.
They pushed away.
nice.
Let's. I'm going to move myself, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on Alpha's 343 channel. Anima, Lutin, when you'll be less busy, could you help me running my Zeus games from my group or Shadow? Everyone's so busy, dude. I don't know, but I'll send out the Discord later, and maybe people can assist with that. I don't know. I'll or Shadow was talking about doing a tutorial for it, so We'll see what's what, but I'll get you on the Discord later. Anybody who's a sub, guys, I'll send out an email so that you can basically get on the Discord later on, okay? So
Alpha infantry's going to push past. We've left our vehicle behind. It's going to try and push past as well. If it doesn't get an opportunity to do so, hopefully it'll take it out with the gun.
They've moved away now, look. They've moved away.
Understood, Alpha.
They're moving... so basically Alpha's moving up on the south here, and Bravo's moving up on the north. Quite sure what the plan is, though. But this is a good call, actually. I think what they're doing is that they realise that covering the open area here, if they went straight through the middle, they're basically going to be exposing themselves to a lot of danger, a lot of risk, because it's not particularly well covered. There are, to be fair though, I mean, they could have moved across here, but if you suddenly had like a fast-moving armor like BTR, whatever, like we do have actually at this little checkpoint right here, that would be a problem for them. However, depending on how the guys skyline themselves, they're going to need to stay close to that river edge so that we don't have this BTR come up on them. Also, their first point of call is not the town, so they're going to have to come up here, and then they're actually going to have to get up on top of this. They're going to go straight to that field.
Play one. That's a negative. We do not have eyes on you.
Roger.
I'm seeing often the guys using the javelins as an infrared camera, and I need to be a little bit cautious about them doing that too often. I'm going to remind them that that's not what they're for. That's okay, Hazard. I'll sort it all out later. Right, so this is Alpha coming up over here.
Yep. Bravo, this is Recon. We got eyes on you.
Seems like the contacts.
Bravo, Roger.
Seems like the contacts moved off. We haven't seen a whole lot of movement. Since you guys moved up, I think the contacts moved off to the northwest. Copy that. Thanks for the update.
Alpha's coming up on this hill, probably could get a bit of an overview.
Everyone else up here understand that update?
And we got like Jimbo coming out on this side, look.
Copy, Roger. I see movement bearing 320 on the hill.
Yeah, I have eyes on
Two guys.
Interestingly, there are some optics available for Jimbo and Post, and they've opted not to take optics, so that's kind of cool if they're role playing that a bit.
To your rear, to Hill 5-6. Only got eyes on the southeast side.
Oh, here we go. He's got an optic, but it's not long range.
Yeah, I think that's heading for the road.
Flash, I want you to try and push the vehicle up along the coastline to where we are. Stay on the coastline when you get here. Will do.
Now what are... Oh, the other guys back at base are still staying there. Okay, they're bringing the coyote up.
I've lost visual though. He moved down behind the big rock, and now he's gone other side.
Alright, we moved out of his cone of fire anyway. In your buddy systems, pick a color. Any color but yellow, please. Cheering different colors, that way I can see.
Right, Bravo seem to have slowed down a little bit here. I'm not quite sure. Maybe they're having a stamina break, or they're just waiting for the guys to get up here. I'm not sure. Actually, I think they're just checking the road ahead to make sure this is clear out on this.
Oh, I see where the water tower is. Yeah. Oh god, which one is that on the map?
Oh, they've actually got eyes on the town here. Again, look, you can see, guys, I've varied up some of the squad equipment now. It's quite nice to just see a little bit more custom weapon variation for the guys, I agree.
We've got snipers and Overwatch.
And again, look, the guys don't have overpowered stuff, you know, they still just got hollows here.
Or is that machine gun?
Just got like the M27.
Yeah, I've got eyes on him. Is it just me, or is your guys' game foggy as well?
Yeah, it's a little bit misty. Yeah, there's a bit of mist.
Hello, Recon. This is Bravo.
Go ahead.
Roger. In the town, we've got eyes on 2 possible snipers.
That's true as well. There are some snipers in the town.
I see one by a water tower.
Water tower. Where's that?
Yeah, I confirm that one's next to the power station.
Oh,
Roger. And there's
one. This guy right here.
3-story building.
Yeah, got eyes on them as well.
You've got eyes on. Roger. Okay. We're going to start pushing up. Let us know if they start acting up.
Copy that.
Another guy right here. There's a few guys kind of positioned around on rooftops and stuff. Got a few standard patrols moving around the town as well.
Alpha, command.
This patrol here is very spread out as well, as you can see, look. But the guys are going to... It doesn't appear like this is going to be a super challenge. You're like, oh yeah, just roll into the town. It's quite heavily fortified. I think that they will have quite a battle on their hands. This is the main communication bunker right here. This is where they've got to get to. You can see they've got a heavily fortified SAM position. What's this guy up to? What's this guy doing? Oh, okay. He's just very
Alpha,
enthusiastic.
this is command.
This guy up to as well. He's a bit shivery. That was Command trying to get to Alpha. Commander CLT, are you hearing back from Alpha?
I'm not hearing that from
I
Alpha.
hear. What's up? Now, can I have a sit rep over? We're currently doing recon. We have 1 dishcom, several infantry units roaming around, patrols.
Guys keeping a 360 shots. But at what? Guys on the beach?
That's Bravo.
I think they've taken shots.
Bravo, there's recon. Sniper on the building has been neutralized.
Oh, that's what it was. Right, so we're live. Right, we're live. We're ready to start getting engaging on now, guys.
Bravo.
Alpha, command.
I doubt we're going to be able to about getting contact, so be ready.
I have audio
Bravo.
confirmation on shots. Is
Bravo.
Bravo already being
Where are they
engaged?
shooting at though?
Target's engaged.
Roger, we're being engaged.
Roger that, Alpha's moving.
Oh, yeah, they are. Where are they shooting at though?
Don't get too bun.
Oh, he cut off his radio right there. Did he just get hit? Yeah, they are shooting down. I was trying to see whether they were shooting at the snipers, but I think they're shooting at the guys down on the river there. This guy's shooting. This guy's looking over there though. Yeah, this guy's definitely on it. It's definitely on it. I'm going to get some fire across there. Right, let's have a look. This is going to be tricky because I'm going to have a lot to watch what I'm doing right here. Okay, I'm just going to set the skill of the mortar units down a little bit as well. Like that. Now, we don't know where the guys over here are. We suspect roughly their location, so I'm going to put like some mortar position here behind them. I'm going to fire off on those guys. So, marker, number of units, 2 rounds, 1 each, shells, Alpha, fire away. And rounds are out. The first squad here are getting eliminated. I'm going to start making units, yeah, either aware or actively hostile. Most of them are already. Most of them are already hostile. Let's see how close the units come down. These guys.
Yep, we have quite, yeah.
Now, I wouldn't have called that in on the guys.
Mortars fired.
I wouldn't have called that in on the guys had we not had an enemy unit literally aiming at
Command, this
them.
recon. The position has been compromised, moving. We got mortars coming in on us.
Because sometimes you can't justify shooting at a sniper, because if the AI can't literally see that sniper, or they can't determine, like, okay, we think there is a sniper somewhere over there, you can't just start shooting off at them. But we had a guy who was very clearly, in fact there were several guys in that squad who were like, you could see they're aiming at that position, right?
Did you have eyes on any mortar positions before you
Negative.
Looks like
I'll fire one more time. I'm going to fire that. Actually, I'll tell you what as well, we need to start getting some shots over here on this side, because I'm going to put them like here, actually sort of toward the water. Because we know that the guys have got it over there. Also, there's going to be no mercy today as well. I'm going to throw what I have at them. More shots coming in this direction now. It sounds like yeah, here we go, look, the turrets and stuff are firing off in this direction, so we know we've got contact there as well. Man, the guys have found themselves in a hard position here. Look, see they're they're pushing up hard, but you can see, look, there's a lot of shots coming their direction now. Not always the best call. Freddy online, guys, give me some love in the chat, thank you very much indeed. Pushing across the beaches here. Guys are getting caught out in the open. They're pushing because their position is compromised from the mortars. It's good to see. Let's get some more fire across on that. A lot of fire coming from Flash over there. I'm going to send this tank. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to send this lot over here. I'm going to just teleport myself over like here. I'm sending all these units here, like you can see. I'm sending these units up on this hill. The guys are coming into town. Predictably, things are getting a bit rough here in the town. Lawrence is dead. Lawrence told me he wanted a relaxing, easy style mission today.
I'm on you.
Thank you, buddy.
The guys have survived the beach assault just about, and now they're in onto the town. Let's get that BTR. Yeah, BTR's on them. Actually, I don't need to move that forward, but that BTR is on them. That BTR is on them. He's got a very tight line of sight between those bushes there. Trying to get an angle on it. He's going to have to do a hell of a job, though, to get that through there. As you can see, the guys have kind of surrounded this right here. It seems like you've got to remember not to be a sadist to Zeus. It's a very hard balance to strike. To get Zeus right, where it's challenging and entertaining, but simultaneously, that seemed like a javelin or shot from the guys here, but simultaneously entertaining. Right, the guys have pushed up here. We've got to try and stay on both teams at the same time, which is quite a challenge for me, guys, so there might be a lot of zooming around going on with this one. Post is inside the building right here. Sec, guys. Who's that running around down there? Oh shit, Jimbo over here, look.
Recon to command.
Send it, Recon.
We have spotted enemy armor in the town. BTR 17.
Stay on Bravo 343.
Roger that. Whereabouts is it? Reference?
Oh, look at Jimbo punishing him.
It's on the far side. Fall back. Northwest, we have a guy in Deflade. Careful. 0, 1, 2. There's also a guy east, I believe.
The guys are having a hard time here. Look at this. That BTR, by the way, guys, is coming up. Tell this BTR to get out of this hill over here. Bring it back. the other guys in town are doing. Right, they're pretty static. Stay here for a minute. This is a very difficult situation for me because I have to try and when the guys decide they want to split up like this, I have to kind of try and balance between the two things.
Get me.
Compound.
Right. Closing Jimbo up.
What was that explosion?
There's Manda going in by the look of it. Right, Alpha are having a rough time here, and that BTR is coming up.
Anyone? Can I get a sit rep?
Go for a rope.
I'd like to rock back on ID.
Oh no! So out of order.
In the compound somewhere, or on the other side. Main Vic, I'm gonna Kool-Aid man this wall. Get up on top of me right now.
Oh shit, the BTR has seen them.
Nukin, where are you? Taking, sounds like final fire.
Oh shit, they've just reversed into the compound.
Push past.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? Did they set mines going into the compound? Oh no! Holy shit. Oh my god! What the fuck happened to Alpha? Oh my god. It's a major disruption at Alpha. Oh fuck. Things are in a bad situation. Panda is dead. This is nearly... Gorn is the only one left alive. And he's badly injured. Badly injured. Oh my god. Oh shit. Let's get over here.
I have a sit rep over.
A situation report.
I'm not sure if I hit it. Our squad has been wiped out.
That
Hit it, I hit it, it's burning.
Get down.
Guys, just got the BTR here.
Repeat last.
Careful, Wildcat.
Oh my god. Everything is getting real here. I knew it was going to be like this today.
What's that from?
Gorn is still here. Gorn is trying to medic up, but he's like in a bad way.
Alpha,
Guys here.
One contact. One contact's down the road. There's flanking to the left, to the south.
We're listening to this squad here, guys. This is Bravo.
Possible vehicle.
Yeah, we can always make missions with the USS Freedom. Oh, crap. Brutal. Holy crap, I keep hearing like missiles hitting like javelins or something. I think it's javelins coming from Ark and the guys. Oh, wow, things just got real right there.
Looks like we might have a second BTR. Roger, have that.
Got contacts to the right of the market.
Anybody got a rocket? BTR is northwest of the supermarket.
I think the guys here have been sort of sniping out targets as they're coming in onto the town. Guys, Ebrand subbed. Thank you very much indeed, Ebrand. Guys, give him some big love in the chat. Thank you very much for the quite sub-trainy night today, guys. Thank you very much indeed. I think it's fair to say that the power station bit is done over there. They've got one more element they need to get off of that site. Let's look at Bravo here. We'll stay on these guys on the ground. Sweeping through the town. Actually, what's up with Post?
Since that BTR's been taken, let's consolidate on my position.
What's Post up to?
Pin down in the supermarket. Bravo, this is Commander.
Alright, take lead. Infantry moving up from north. 50 meters. Vehicle.
Recon, this is Bravo.
Go ahead.
You have
Incoming
eyes on the enemy sniper at Water Tower.
Oh, they took him out very quickly.
The water tower that we pushed up first.
One more vehicle.
There's an enemy sniper there, apparently glitching through if you can see him.
What's Gorn up to here? Damn guys, Gorn. I think Gorn has actually laid charges on the site, look. I think it's possible, guys, that Gorn is actually still, even though he's the last man standing, I think he's actually still focusing on this objective, which, by the way, is glitching out. Look at this. What the fuck is that all about?
Roger, Command, this is Alpha. Be advised, explosives placed. Currently have hostile units on my position.
Medical
the van driver was like,
But if not, we'll try to see if we can get Bravo to move it to
technical drivers aren't getting the hell out of there.
to move up the hill to support Alpha.
Stand by.
We're still listening to Bravo, which is the guys right here, the ones that are still alive. But they're still trying to
around a little bit.
They're trying to deal with that BT up. Damn, that was a good hit. That'll burn off, surely.
Command to Bravo.
I think that's it.
As soon as we finish medding up, we're going to push Alpha.
Understood. I believe there's currently only one man remains.
Roger.
Confirm that.
Solid effort so
Confirm
far.
Alpha has
Alpha is really going to have to move forward. Just one guy.
We need to get some reinforcements.
Traffic, let's go.
Let's get some reinforcements up to the power station. We've still got one element there. Actually, no, let's...
Go on, drop, catch up. Yeah, all Bravo, hold out on me now.
That's fine, let's power drop across here. Guys, Shuggles subbed. Thank you much indeed, Shuggles. Guys, give some love in the chat for Shuggles as well. If you're going to tell my ideas, well, Discord or Patreon is usually where I take ideas, or send me a tweet. Right, this is a power drop, but is also a CAS helicopter.
Get down, get down, get down. Right now.
Now, providing the guys don't start lighting this thing up.
Airdrop. Dead. I'm stopped dead.
Something was locked or gun.
Originally, I told this thing to return to base. I originally told this thing to return to base and despawn, but actually what I might tell this thing to... Oh shit! Well, no worries about what I needed to do with it, it just got javelined. Jesus Christ.
Go and get to Alpha.
There's me wondering about what I was going to have to do with them.
Is Alpha, Bravo, is any Alpha still up?
Affirmative, 1 Alpha at radio station.
Holy
Be
shit.
advised,
The guys are
paradrop
really
on
quite
southwest side,
panicking
at
here.
least 4 men.
Roger.
Guys, come on, we've got to go help Alpha.
Ebrand in the chat, LT Vops like yours, it's double thumbs up. Thank you very much, Shelley. I quite like it when the guys are a little bit I see where I am. I'm basically a bit out of range for their radios, but I kind of like it when the radios start to break up sometimes for range. Look at how fast these units that I told to move in are moving in. I'm just going to get myself over here so I can hear the radio a little better. Gorn, by the way, guys, look at Gorn. He still survived in on this, look.
Vehicle. South.
Gorn, I think, MVP maybe. The recon team done very good, though. The guys are still trying to get up here to rescue Gorn.
Bravo, be advised. Last
Post is
member
coming
of
in.
is on the north side of the barricade.
Post, what are you doing? Shut up.
Kill one. Player.
Yaris is down.
This one of you just got run over.
To be fair, I don't think that... Oh my god, he's landed right at Gorn. To be fair, guys, I don't think Post was looking to run them over there. I think he was trying to do like a bit of a crazy run through. I think what happened there was Post was keeping it close to the wire, and then basically the human player just stepped out in front of him. I think is actually what happened there. I'll bring this BTR up.
Right, we'll get the other one blown up, then we're going to head towards the... Oh, still in contact with
Oh god!
Taking heavy shots.
BTR south. I don't get any two left.
Damn, Cat just got smashed. When those BTRs hit you, if you're in the open, if you're exposed, you are immediately just mincemeat. You're just mincemeat. The teams are doing a good job. I'm not going to mortar up here because obviously I don't want to mortar my own site. So this is the other thing when it comes to using like artillery against you know, the players, guys. It's like I'm not just going to mortar wherever they happen to be at any time. To a degree, you've got to think about, like, you know, this actually came up on a mission a long time ago where I was just mortaring wherever they were, and the guys were like, LT, why are you mortaring there? It's like a friendly position. They want to protect their infrastructure. It's kind of stupid if you're on a mission where the mission is for the human players to destroy X thing, and then you're actively sort of firing at it yourself as well. It doesn't make any sense. So, you know, I'm not going to mortar up here because why would I? You know, we want to save this as the enemy force. We want to protect this site.
Bravo, this is Beacon. You have a distant moving
Damn.
towards your location.
That was a good shot, but I don't know if that hit that target. It did hit that target. Lawrence is back in the mix here, guys.
This is Alpha Lead. We're back on position
Ooh,
with some fire
what
support.
What is up with this?
Permission to go up.
position?
Blaze from hell.
The guys are running out off to the right. Whoa! Not far enough away though. Not far enough away. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of heat on this mission tonight. There's a lot. So again, still no great cause, and the sniper team have got themselves well concealed here. Look. So again, you see.
Yes, the squad lead. Do we need to set charges on this power plant?
Let's not piss them out with them.
Do we have to blow these power distributor?
Unless they start shooting at us, yeah.
Sounds like another vehicle inbound.
But you see, again, I'm not going to just start shooting at those recon guys because we don't know they're there. My guys are not shooting at them. Why would I shoot them? I've got another BTR in here. I'm keeping it back because when the guys come into town later. Right, these guys right here, if they were not already, should all be bloody combat stance. Oh, we still got a BTR. Happy days.
I was just saying about explosives, I've got someone.
You're very quiet.
Come on, this is LT.
Go for the command, LT.
Tango down.
The site that the guys are sitting on, which has taken heavy damage already, you don't need to do anything more on that. You just need to go for the second target, which I think Gorn is at already. It's like the compound target. Copy.
BMP northeast. They'll go for an RPG.
Yeah, the target east of them is what they need to destroy. Do you copy?
Going copies.
Okay, so.
Missed.
Guys are shooting at that BTR again.
Rounds.
Oh, I don't know if they did miss. No, it might be somewhat disabled.
Man, you have a full squad of infantry right on our position. Just a heads up.
I think it is disabled. Oh no, it's moving now.
Roger that, Alpha. If you can, I'd recommend you move away from that position. So you can expedite getting to the position. Azure, watch out, you're walking straight into the fire line.
Azure and Draki. What have we got over here? Oh, hello. Looks like the guys are bringing in some efforts of their own. It's a surprise. A new challenger has appeared. Whoa! Did they just get hit? Shit, it's these guys. It's these guys up on the hill. Remember those reinforcements, guys? Remember those reinforcements that I had? Not reinforcements. Remember the guys from the town there? Remember the guys from the town? Anyway, I was going to say it's not a Challenger, it's a Bradley though. Guys, Cerebellum for 7 months in a row. Thanks for 7, Cerebellum. Welcome back on board, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks for all the support tonight, guys. We're rocking 271 subscribers tonight. Thank you very much, guys, for all the big support you got going on. Right, it's the Bradley versus the BTR. We got some real armor going on now. Real armor. The BT. Oh my god! Where the fucking hell did that come from? This is not me, by the way. I would just point out that this is AI. Oh no! Well, that is a big disaster. Panda's out, but where's Chaos?
This is Bravo actual.
Oh no! That is a big disaster.
Bravo, send it.
If this is a message for Alpha as well, if any full squad wipes or near total wipes, please can you regroup at the rally points before moving into the AO.
Bravo, roger that.
Damn, that was unfortunate.
Command, this is what's left of Alpha.
Who could have predicted that?
09, this is Alpha.
There's a big force of guys coming in now.
Bradley down.
Understood.
We lost Chaos in...
Yeah, and I just want to highlight that that was not me, and it was not a human player either. It was AI.
The 09, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Patch me up.
There are still some human players in on the ground.
What to do here? I'm a lone person on the
Look at Draki right here.
western side of the compound.
Whereas I'm known person, what?
Oh no! Oh my god! Guy literally just snuck up on Neos and Azure right here. Oh shit, there's another guy coming in, another guy coming in. Oh my god! Oh my god! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Oh my god! Oh my god, there's more coming in. There's a whole unit coming in on them right here. Where did these guys come from? Oh, I think the guys have just smashed that BTR.
We have friendlies in the first combat.
Smoke is real right now.
Can move there.
Holy crap. When this mission started tonight, guys, I wasn't sure this was going to be very exciting.
Guys, do you know if we have these things or not?
Frames. Come back, frames.
Wait, one.
The guys have thrown about like 20 smoke grenades, so it's like that's why the frames are bricking it in the floor at the moment.
And I'm gonna hope I'm okay enough.
Host is still right here. Oh, or is he? What happened to him? Oh no, he was downed, but now he's not. Neos, Neos. Damn, Neos down. It's right there! Really should have seen him before that. Right, let's see what's happening over here. Damn, the guys are having a hard time pushing across this open ground, even with the barrage of smoke grenades. And quite honestly, this is an opportunity where we should bring in that artillery.
Send it.
Vehicles should be requisitioned at base at the moment, so they should have transport.
Bravo, roger.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How do I manage to do that every time? I don't want to obliterate them straight out the gate, but I'm going to just make them aware this was a bad call. And that they need to rethink how they're coming across this area here. The snipers also haven't ID'd the mortar positions yet. Actually, where is Recon? Oh my god, Recon are all the way back here. I don't know why. I just heard them saying something about being mortared though. Crossing this open ground. I think they may have got caught out here by the BTR potentially. Maybe that's what hit them or something. I don't know.
I need help over here.
Command, this Recon.
Recon, this is command.
Go ahead.
What's your status?
We just fired off Javelin our last position, so we're currently just moving to the next position. Do you want us to move into the town, or should we go for another Overwatch?
The guys
Currently,
here
can you
are medicing up.
overwatch and then see if there are any more armoured threats within the town?
Roger that.
Captain, there's another armored threat in the town. I took out one of the BTRs, but there's another one stationary.
Guys here trying to medic up. Yeah, the guys are going to end up pretty split shortly.
Go for it, command.
I'll be moving to take out the other enemy.
Manda, no! Manda's trying to cover the open ground.
Before moving to the town, look for any other hard points like
Run, guys, run!
prior to moving.
No! Oh, they ran into the minefield! I forgot the minefield. They're running into the minefield.
In a mortar position as well.
Make that a
Oh my
priority.
god.
Hello, Commander, this is Bravo.
This is getting quite not terrible. This is like a rough.
Roger, when we have
Oh, shit.
consolidated the ground forces, would you like us to push up with a vehicle
God.
GMG to provide...
How did Manda survive? How is Manda alive? Manda, look out for the mines!
Out of time, however, can people be falling back if you find anyone else within the AO not within your squad? Pass that message up.
There's any medic, I need help on my location.
Can you say that
I've got
again?
people
You broke up on the start, over.
Apologies, can you, you're going to issue a fallback order to the rally point. If you find anyone who is not within your squad, can you pass that message on? We're going to reconsolidate our forces at the rally point.
Oh my god.
Roger, I'm at the rally point at this moment. Would you like me to push forward in the vehicle to get them to come back?
Bandit, I've set a charge.
Sweet,
On a trigger.
okay.
If required, yes. If you can reach them by any other means, I'd rather you did that.
This has been like
Roger that.
grinding progress here, grinding progress. What's happening with the guys here? We've got a couple of people back here at this base position. What's going on back at base? Surprisingly few amount of people back at base. Where the hell is everybody? Oh, here we are. I was just like wondering where the hell they'll be in this jeep is where they'll be at. Yep, we are there. They got like 4 guys in there, 4 guys back at base, another 2 here. It's got like 8. So we got basically like 10 guys waiting to get back in. Plus we've got the what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys over this way as well. So there's plenty of guys still in on the ground, but they're just very, very split out. It would probably be not a bad idea to sort of regroup at this point, but I think the guys could really do with consolidating their position and waiting for reinforcements, but they're sort of split up. Careful, careful, careful. Just stand right out in the open like that. Yep, there you go.